Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Of course, this week we have the Guild Wars, and that's pretty much just the normal that it always is. But other than that, we have a lot of gold that we can end up accumulating. It is St. Patrick's Day this weekend, and they are adding gold for Leprechaun, 500 each kill. That can appear in PvP and Explore, and also in PvP and Explore. Whenever you use the meerkat, or whatever it's called, the ferret, the vine martin, you get an additional 400 gold. So you could potentially get 900 additional gold for a lot of various battles. So that's pretty cool. And we also have an explore objective this week, which is on red, which is pretty convenient because that's actually one of the locations we still need to farm. So yeah, a lot of gold to be earned, that is for sure. Other than that, of course, we got that new legendary, that one elf thing. It is a bit weird. I tried it with Dawnbringer, I tried it with the other mythic, I tried it with Yagwe, I tried it with Diviner, I tried it with quite a few things. I have yet to find anything that's amazing with it. Pretty much every option I ever built with it was pretty average. I don't feel like it's going to be used for much in the current state of the game. If they ever add more Elf Beast to the game, as well as Elf, what are they called? Elf Beast and Elf Elementals, we'd probably get a little bit more value out of him. But as it currently stands, I've mainly just been messing around with it and creeping death. Bring this team back, finally. Or actually, it doesn't have to be creeping death, but any purple weapon in the last slot. You kill it, get your purples, sacrifice, dead off of AoE, dead off of AoE. Cast it twice. Or once, depending on how low their stats are. So we are up against fire bombs, so it might not even need any. And so this kind of kill itself out once we get that down. So let's throw it onto our hero there. Get our hit down, throw this onto blue. Hopefully that doesn't miss. Shouldn't with that many on the board. It does, of course. Why would it not? We'll go for that down. I don't think it's going to help us much here, though, because he's already in kill range, because Firebomb is Firebomb. And he'll just die out now. No one's going to get your pot of gold. Oh, so we're almost done with 1.9k PvP for once. Normally I delay it till, like, Friday. We should be able to get it done today, most likely. Not sure if we're going to use this team the entire time, though. So we do actually get the level Death Knight hero class if nothing else. I still haven't actually maxed that yet. That's one convenient thing we can get of it. It actually does require Death Knight, the current composition we're using. It doesn't actually work with anything else other than that because we need it for the Death Mark Sacrifice boost ratio. So he'll just take a Scolder, we'll take a purple, and then use this onto most likely blue, which looks pretty populated, so we'll grab it. Get that, throw it down again. And actually, before we do it take mana first. How much damage would that be? 55? How much extra damage will that be, should I say? Well, that's 16 additional, that's, what is that? That's 28. 28 is not enough to kill. That would bring us to, what, 83 damage. Yeah, especially with his barrier, that's definitely not going to be enough to kill. So we'll simply take blue. Ooh, I thought that was full mana. Thought we had a +1 for it. Okay, maybe I should have just taken his ability off. But we'll get this down. And then we just get the sacrifice down again. That should almost be enough to kill. As long as we get all the mana here. Oh, should have taken that yellow first. But we got our mana. Kill out last slot because it's not needed. Get it for its magic. Let him have the skull there because at this point, for the most part, all we really need is that AoE. Everything will die except for hero and that little barrier there because we actually don't have Dispel. No way to get rid of the barrier onto the opposing team. I'll grab that. He'll move us some. That does not help us. He is now blocking our blue off of our own troop. So all these skulls we don't need. Come on, all we need is one single color. Are you going to give it to us? No direct location, so let's throw a poke for now. That hero needs to stop barriering. Does he even have that barriered? Oh, he's using... Really? You're using Sentinel. That's what barriered him. He has constant barrier gains. And there's another one. How anti to this team. Because, especially with our current layout. Did we just fail again? I don't know why. But when I was testing this earlier this morning, it was working amazingly. Then the last, like, hour or so, it's like, nope. Doesn't want to function whatsoever. I don't know what's up with that. Same thing happened for the video earlier, too. Even though it was working amazingly earlier. Like it normally does. This team's normally not that bad. Are we up against another one of those? No, that's just barrier start. That's fine. Not going to be anywhere as near as annoying. Well, we'll just take a purple for now. Deny him that skull. Then again, I probably should just give him that skull. Would have been fine. We'll do this onto green. Before we do that, let's just grab the skull there and get that out the way. Do this onto... I'll do it for green for now. We'll do that. Get that going. Throw an AoE down. Let's take a 55. That should at least kill the Leprechaun, if nothing else. Get our mana back so we can go recast onto some more mana. No free turn there, but we'll just go for the kill. And then we just do it one more time. Actually, let me go test the other one down, too. I'm pretty sure it was too slow, but I still want to try. I didn't want to show it earlier just because it uses 2 mythics. And for how bad the team was, probably not going to be viable for anything. But I didn't actually mess around with it much. The Dawnbringer with him and the Diviner and all that, my main reason being is that the whole team would basically just be Dawnbringer into Diviner, essentially. It wouldn't really make much sense, given that neither of those would really gain much of a benefit from him. Did we also just lose again? No, we didn't yet. All we need to do is take green into AoE, and he should be dead. Barely! What are you doing, new useless troop? It's like Christinex, but worse, but with a half-mana start for a bunch of troops. That is essentially what he is. Anyways, let's go and get rid of this one for now. Or not this one, but we don't need the early one. I just mainly want to show that to do how the boost ratio works. But yes, if they are both an elemental and a beast, they do stack. It does 3 each. So this gives us 7 additional bonus for a total of 21. You multiply it by 3. But yeah, he's boost ratioed off of elves, elementals, and beasts at a 3 times boost ratio. And if they are both, it does count both. So elemental beasts do count for 6 bonus instead of just 3. So that's pretty nice. However, that's not what we need here. Let's go and get everything that we need. So let's just go get King, which I already just got removed from my team. Also, I thought that would get him up a little bit easier. Why is there so many things with the word King in their name? But we'll get him. We'll get Weaver. We'll get Dawnbringer. And we'll get... what was the other thing we needed? We need Diviner. And let's go with that. That into our slot right there. Oops, that's not how you do it. Put that there, put that there. And yeah, let's go with that order. So, banner. Let's go and grab... What do we need for banner? I guess it's double green at this point. What would you really minus? I guess maybe purple. But, yeah, double green seems to be the way to go. So we'll go with this. Assassin will obviously switch to... I guess since we're going all of the typing, we might as well change it to an elf. Go with Archer. Make sure my Archer perks are actually set correctly. I believe it is. Hunter, bow... Wait, what weapon are we using? That is none of those. That is a sword. Let's see. Entangle first enemy. That's fine. Leaf Storm at start of battle. That's fine. Allies extra armor. That's fine as well. Because everything on this is almost horrible. 30% dodge and a little bit extra to rogues, which we don't even have. We don't have an elemental one, so no point in using any of those other ones. Okay, we'll just have to roll with that then if we want to use it with Archer. Archer, pretty useless hero class, but oh well. Might as well thematically use it with it. No, it's not useless. It's just been better in the past. Kind of average these days. But with this, we could just go rush Diviner down and go from there. We do have the confliction with the fact that we have true damage with physical damage, which means this thing will almost never be good with feeding Arachnine Weaver to half mana. While you technically can do it, there's almost no instance where it would actually be worth doing so, because their damage types don't really work. Unless you're specifically using it for the web, you wouldn't really need to. Which I guess technically you could, because there's quite a few Zolkiri elves that do utilize webs in some way, like for extra boost ratio or something. But more often than not, it's not really going to be that useful. What if no Dawnbringer? Hero with Mountain Crusher? No. Hero with some kind of red weapon. Probably just AoE red. Ideally a red-yellow. What's a good red-yellow weapon? I don't think there's really a good red-yellow, is there? But that would be most ideal. That's not in kill range, so we'll just rid this for now. Get a decent amount of damage, throw a Weaver down. And he should be dead off of, hopefully, Dawnbringer. There we go. But yeah, the team's okay. It's not really anything too special. But it works. This was the other one I wanted to show for the video, but I didn't bother. Just for the sake of time. And the fact that no one... If you could realistically build this team, you have no need to build this team. That's the other factor with it, too. Like, if you have all this, you probably are running something better than this by that point. But yeah, I don't know. Has any of you guys found anything good for the new elf? It is not that good. It seems pretty underwhelming in the current state of the game. Of course, that could change in the future, but as it currently stands, it is not good. Also, hello everyone. Didn't say my hellos yet. Hello Churros. Hello Demon Angel. Hello Motown. Hello Flop. Hello William. Hello Haley. Hello Charles. Hello Churros. Wait, Charles. Charles and Churros. Back to back. That's funny. Hello William. I thought I said the same name twice for a second. Hello Ian. Hello Overfiend. Hello Skeleton. Hello Shadow. How have I been? I've been doing pretty good. Hello Kevin. Hello Avelorn. Hello Pamela. hello, Kevin. Hello, Earthbound. Let's see. What is the best way to get Guard's avatar using keys, and which keys is best chance? Well, technically VIP keys, or just spamming gem keys. The only other way to really get it easily would be, well, the only way you could get it consistently would be during a White Helm event, which I don't believe is anytime soon, or if he appears in the Soul Forge, which Soul Forge just reset onto its next cycle. So that could be anywhere from next week to like 2 months from now. So yeah, it could be a while. But yeah, as far as current keys that would drop it, Glory, Gem, Guild, and VIP chests would all have the chance of dropping it. However, the specific chance of getting specifically Guard's avatar is like 0.001 or something. Something very, very low that you would specifically get a Guard's avatar. Because even if you get a mythic, it has a 1 out of all the mythics in the game chance that you would get something else. Or that you would only specifically get, excuse me, that you would only specifically get Guard's avatar. Yeah, I would just wait for Soul Forge most likely. Hello, Mulu. Let's see. Is 50 gem keys managed to get Skady? Very nice. And you're wondering what is a good team for her? There is no good teams with her. The only time you would ever run it is Blue Guild War Day within Azura. The exact composition depends on what you have, but you can run something along the lines of like Corvash, Azura, Dawnbringer, Skady. And you can just revamp from there depending on what you have. But basically, Azura plus Skady is pretty good on Blue Guild War Day. But that's about the only thing she's used for, if even that, is Blue Guild War Day. Which is convenient, because you could use her this week. Also, that does assume she's fully traded. She is 100% useless if not fully traded. She's almost 100% useless while fully traded. But definitely without it, she's not going to be doing anything. Okay, what do I take here? Let's grab that yellow for now. Cascades to his skull, and then just throw that into Dawnbringer. And be good to go. Okay, take that down, throw a... what do we take? Let's grab that down. And then we can just... oh no, he's going to Weaver our Weaver. Oh good, it has Impervious. I forgot about that. I was going to say, if that got webbed, we would actually lose most of our damage off that ability. Because magic does make up most of the damage in there. Hello, Bakchan. Sadness is when Tina 9000 has 4 targets to choose from. And all 3 attacks hit 1 target. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. That can be beneficial, though. Unless it's wasting the 3rd target. Because 3 hits is enough to kill basically anything in the entire game. Assuming it's PvP battle. Will I be using any of the newer mythics? Tina, Tanya, in Guild Wars this week? No, most likely not. Was Quillen added in the last month? Because we might try a Quillen team. Quillen Skull Spam. But with Divine Ishbala on Yellow Day. Other than that, no, I don't think I'm going to bother doing anything for anything special for this Guild Wars. Like, there's not much we need to change, is basically what I'm saying. We might just experiment around with something. But as far as our normal teams, or as far as new content that came in, I don't recall there being much that's really going to do anything. Was Quillen within the last month? I don't think it was. I think it was a little bit later than that. Forget what even came in the last month at this point. Okay, we'll go and throw... let's throw Weaver into whatever. Be enough to kill it with nothing, apparently. Okay, we'll throw that down, get that down. Go for the Weaver again, and dead. And there we go. Okay. Let's go through the gold grind now. Get over the mail, grab our quick PvP tiers. Daily tasks. Anything noteworthy here? We have a White Helm one, and we have another useless one. Neither of those we actually need to do at the moment. White Helm one's even worse. But let's go to the Kingdom of Pride Lands. Not only do we need the Straight Stone, also a decent place to go farm. So let's go get ourselves some gold. And I'm actually going to use the gold version instead of the quicker version this time around. Because why not? More often than not, it actually does go quickly. Assuming we get full mana on that immediately. However, if it doesn't do that, then yeah, it's going to go a bit slower, like right there. But apparently we got a Jewel Gnome. Will it drop a key? No, it'll drop useless, what are those even called? The proper name for them, jewels. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a Jewel Gnome, it drops jewels. That would be what they are called. Ever consider a Rope Dart team for Guild Wars? We could probably fit that into Blue Day. Actually, we could probably fit that into Yellow Day. We could use the Divinish Ball, Quillin, Rope Dart, and whatever the other troop was that we used with that. Forget off the top of my head. But yeah, we can get away with that in that game mode. We could possibly give it a shot. It's one of those weapons that a lot of people don't have, but we can still mess around with it. Let's see. I always get confused. What happens if you upgrade the Delve's treasure? Nothing. Will they give you more points? No. Upgrading your Delve treasure means absolutely nothing. Why it's even a feature, I do not know, but you can. But yeah, it doesn't actually do anything. Also, hello, Medieval. Hello, Steve. Hello, Michael. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so, what do we take here? We'll grab ourselves an explosion, start getting that down, get the rest of our mana, throw that into... I guess purple for now? No, we have an extra turn, so we'll grab that. Take purple to red, get all that going, throw a Sunbird down, and dead, and we get some Leprechaun gold. Plus our normal gold. It was out to almost 1,500 gold per battle as well, which is not too bad. Okay, we got our explosion there. Get that to full, and already a wipe. Yeah, we probably still have him set up on our previous Yellow Guild War. That's probably the case. He, like, just came in and then we decided to use him. Not sure if we're using a correct team for it, though. It's probably something very similar to a correct team. Also, oh no, we might need to go ditch the plus 400 gold gain. Unfortunately, it is, well, it is helping us, but it seems to be slowing down a lot of these battles, which is why this team's normally ran with Forest Guardian. However, we have to decide on if we want Hero or the extra 400 gold, and I'm not sure which one I actually value more. I'm pretty sure I value having Hero there slightly more than 400 extra gold per battle, so I'm not fully certain because that's a lot of gold per hour that you would have to sacrifice just to get some XP towards your Hero. Oh no, it's not too bad. It seems like we're still winning at about 3 per minute. We're definitely getting nowhere near 4 per minute with a without the half mana start on Sunbird. And oh well. We got our explosion down. Oh, should have taken that 4 times right there. Grab that, take a that into purple. And we can simply just go Sunbird, and he's definitely dead. There we go. Your thoughts were that Yagway would kill first and second slots, while Weaver worked on third and fourth. That would kind of work. We've done similar before in Brown Guild War, where we used Corvash to kill out first 2 and why do I keep calling him High King Iron Gut? And Lord Ironbeard. I mean, I'll get his name right eventually. I forgot his name. Ironforge. Yes. How did I forget his name? But yeah, doing the 50% start Dwarf Mythic or Legends, and that with Corvash, which is basically the same concept. But it would kind of work. Weaver would get a 2 to 3 shot kill, and the other one would end up killing it out in pretty much this double cast. Yagway double cast would normally be enough to kill. They would block their mana some, but you could half mana start that way. The only problem is you would need one other slot for mana generator, and none of the elves really help mana generate that well, unfortunately. Not at least not with board control. Closest you have is like Diviner, if I'm not mistaken, which would only feed into Weaver. It wouldn't feed into Yagway, unfortunately. Had 110 event keys and didn't get the legendary. Ah, that's really unfortunate, but it happens sometimes, unfortunately. Having fun with the ferret? Well, am I saying ferret that incorrectly? That sounds like ferret. I think I'm saying it that incorrectly. Pretty sure ferret is how you say ferret. How else do you say ferret? Okay, we'll go and take a brown down. Key. And get our leprechaun. There'll be so many little leprechauns to catch this week. And it will last into Bounty Hunter as well, though they won't appear in Bounty Hunter, however. But while the Bounty Hunter event is still going on, we'll still be having those things poking around. Okay, we'll stick that for now. Grab that into Sunbird. And we're good to go. Hello, zombie! Did you miss something? Or mostly just farming, for the most part. We did mess around with the new legend some, but it's pretty average. There's nothing too exceptional that's used for currently. Best things to feed it into are Yagwe, Diviner, Arachnine Weaver, and I feel like I'm forgetting one. And that's about it. There's not too many options. I guess maybe later in Ariel. Hey, look, we get even more gold. 2,500 off the normal dwarf, followed by another 500. Of course, that 2,500 is pretty small. Then again, when you compare it to the 500 that we're getting, it's actually not too small. You got 2 out of 25 keys. That is very lucky. I ended up just opening all 50 of mine at once. So it took me 50. So it probably took way less than that. I just do it for time's sake. That and it cost us less glory since we got a bunch of the ultra rare. It was convenient. Also, I'm stuck on 12-star Forest of Thorns. 14 star is possible right now. And starting on Friday, 15 star is possible. However, there are 2 Forest of Thorn pets, and neither of which I have maxed. That's not good. Next time I see one of them, I might need to go max them out. I probably won't do that though, actually. For the amount of the amount of gems that's going to cost to max out a pet, with how much more we need, I think we need about 6 or 7 more copies. I think it's 6. That will require us around no, more than 6. Our highest one is 7, so you need 9. Yeah, 9. And the amount of gems that it would cost to get about 9 pets in a guarantee chance would be around 1,000 gems. Probably even more than that. Which is an absurd amount of gems to have to throw just to get the kingdom out maxed out. Luckily, with the snake, we only need 1 single copy of it. But the highest I have on either of the 2 Forest of Thorn pets, I believe they're sitting at 7 and 6 copies, if I'm not mistaken. Which is definitely not enough. Ding! Preserved music, welcome! The patch should cut down on the amount of ultra rares in the vent chests. Oh yeah, that is definitely happening. That is 100% confirmed. If you didn't already hear yet. Oh yeah, I still need to cover a little mini video going over event chests in that regard. Is my connection down? Looks like the stream went down for a moment. But yeah, we need to cover a video on that soon. The event key drop table is being reworked next patch. And it will have well, it'll still have legendaries, but it'll have common and rares on it. Commons will drop in 3 copies, and rares will drop in 2 copies, and they will replace some of the ultra rares. Do keep in mind you'll still be able to get the full amount of you'll still be able to get the same amount of epic, legendary, and mythic drop rate. However, the drop rate for ultra rares will be down drastically in order to make room for rares and commons. So you'd be able to go and get all of them simultaneously that way. But yeah, it's actually buff to event keys. However, they are nerfing the way of accumulating them, or at least one of the ways. The way that you convert your glory into event keys will be limited to 10 per week. It'll still be the same cost of 180, but it'll be limited to only 10. So if you do want a bunch of event keys, you're probably going to have to spam that button before next patch. They are going to add an option where you can mass buy them instantly. However, it'll be capped at 10 per week. Though the actual event packs, you can still spam as many as you want. You can get like 40 within a single second, pretty much. Just move it up the number and then just get them. But yeah, unfortunately, the Spoiler of War will be limited to 10 per week, which drastically reduces the amount of event keys that you can get that by that method. You normally don't need to do that too much. The only time you really need to start throwing event keys down on that, or throwing glory onto that, I mean, is whenever you need to try getting all the last mythics within the game. Like right when you have like more than half of the mythics, but you're still at like 0 of all the resources. That's like around the time when you throw down, like basically if you're sitting on 0 keys on all of your keys, so you're missing like, let's say only 8 more mythics or so, or about half of them, a little bit less than half. That's around the time when you would actually start spamming event keys down. However, that's not going to be possible starting next patch. It's limited to 10 per week. So you just have to slowly get them over time by 10 per week. You can still end up getting them by other means too, of course. There's still a lot of other methods. You can still buy them with gems. You can still get them through guild, and every method that currently exists to obtain them will still be there. The Spoilers of War will be reduced a bit. Also, this is so much slower. I know that we're still getting extra 400 gold per battle, but I don't think that is worth it. I keep forgetting how much slower it is without Forest Guardian there, which is kind of funny because we place one beast for a different beast, but yet we get rid of Forest Guardian. It's because it already has a mana start, so it doesn't matter. But that was easy. Got a bunch of stuff for that. Gonna do a little bit more PvP then. And we could easily get to 1.9k. I kind of want to go for something with the new group again. However, it is still bad. Oh, no, that's the archer thingy. That's not what I want. That is also not what I want. I just clicked on the same one twice. That's also not what I want. There we go. I haven't renamed this team, so we'll go with this one. Yeah, I still got a lot of things to still level from a hero class perspective. Sentinel is probably the next big one that we're going to be doing. Actually, I should probably be leveling that right now. But then again, it doesn't have half mana start, however. So I'll take the brown there, go for like a green or brown surge somewheres. We could probably take that right there and get all that. Go for a brown right there. Go throw that down onto all of the yellow. And then we just do that into Dawnbringer. Yeah, we'll take that over. We can take all the blues that we need. We can then just throw an AoE and hopefully lower him enough. Actually, we might as well just throw both the AoEs and try lowering it enough. We'll do that, get a skull, Hunter's Mark kills it, throw that down, Weaver dead. There we go. Spoilers of War. Yeah, I always call it Spoilers of War. It's actually Spoils of War. Hey, you bought 1k event keys? That is a lot of event keys. I'm not going to be stocking up because I have 2,000 right now. Even after the most recent legend that was just added, we're sitting on 2,000. I have more event keys than I know what to do with. Right now, I have an event key problem like I have a diamond problem. There's nothing to use them on because we already own everything in the game. So the only time, specifically event keys, we ever need... Well, diamonds I never need to use. There's not a single thing currently in the composition of the game where a end game player would ever need to use them. However, there are occasional times when we need to use event keys, and that is like this week whenever we get a new legend. However, it's still more efficient normally just to get one copy of the legend and then simply go and get one copy and then use a blue orb on it is normally the better way of going about it. Ooh, you just got reality! Congratulations! Very nice. Also, once we get 1.9k PvP score, we're going to go hand out a redeem code. Sounds like a perfect time to go do it. Also, Salty should be streaming tonight. Oh wait, no, she's not. I believe they delayed it a day, but they'll be doing 4.3 patch, if I'm not mistaken. Shiny 4.3 patch. Ooh. June TM. Yeah, I believe it's a Australian holiday today of some kind, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're doing the stream tomorrow. Yeah, let me go double check. Does anyone have confirmation on that? I didn't actually bother double checking that before I started the stream. Okay, we'll go and convert that on the green there. Go for Dawnbringer, and then we can get Weaver. Actually, never mind. We don't even need Weaver. We just one-shot it with this thing. It'll let us. Yeah, it depends how much glory you have on if you should throw your glory at getting glory keys. I would say save at least 50,000 glory. At minimum 50,000 glory is how much you want to save. If you have anything less than 50,000 glory, I would not advise spamming your glory at it. Unless you just don't mind grinding glory in a given week. But glory grind is pretty slow. More often than not, it's only about 1,000 per hour. Give or take a little bit. Unless it's a vault event or a +5 glory event. But yeah, unless you're specifically going out of your way to get a higher glory rate, it's around 1,000, possibly even a bit lower. Let's see. 11th was a big holiday. It's already 12th. Do they post on Twitter? Yeah, they probably posted on Twitter and on their Facebook. Didn't bother checking it yet, and with how slow my computer is right now, I don't even dare try checking it because it'll probably be like 15 minutes before it even loads. 36 ferrets is 180 times 10,800 glory. Don't you mean 300? You have to times that by 300, not by that, if you're talking about maxing out the ferret. So do keep in mind, you need to spend event keys anyways. You'll save a lot of glories if you open up your event keys first, because every single copy of ferret you get saves you 300 glory, assuming you don't need to trade stone. Okay, we'll go convert that again, just so we can go get a kill off of that. Unfortunately, that's not full mana. So can't go do that. We'll move that down. Be the last of what we need. Never mind. We'll grab that again. Get a kill, throw a Weaver, and take Skull into whatever we can do from there. Okay. We'll take that. Grab a Dawnbringer down. Let's see. What else? We can go take a. What's a Stick Weaver there? Having kill with AoE. Hey, found a rope dart team. They've been popping up quite a bit more recently. I'm actually surprised so many people still have rope dart. It was a pretty good weapon when it came out, though. It wasn't one of those weapons that was bad when it came out. It was actually still pretty decent. So a lot of people actually did probably grab it when it was available. However, it's not obtainable now, unfortunately. I think that was like 3-4 months ago at this point. Okay, what do we even grab here? Get some of the yellow to blue. Looks like we have Skull Poke into that. Throw a Weaver down. Let's actually just go grab a yellow so we can go Dawnbringer. Just gonna go do Rope Dart, and we cannot stop him. Yeah, we'll do Dawnbringer. Keep our hero alive a little bit. He Rope Darts us. Moves that to front. Fires it didn't get a kill. We just Weaver that for our mana. And now we just have to deal with the one right there. Okay, we'll throw a Mercy down and get down to Browns. Throw that rolling. Dawnbringer and then kill it with a Weaver. Yeah, during the QA, they said it was going to be a day later, which is why I thought it would be a day later. Also, don't trust their Twitch page, because I believe it always says Monday, regardless of if they're streaming on Monday or not. Even when they have other streams, they just have it always set up to show that it's going to be on Monday. Let's see. You kind of like the new troop? I kind of like it too. The biggest issue is it's basically a weaker version of X. Unless we ever get some really good elf synergy with it, it is basically a weaker version of X, is essentially what that troop is. And X these days has already been, not horrible, but not as good as it used to be. And this thing, in many instances, is actually worse than X. So, yeah, not that good, unfortunately. But, yes, obviously half mana start on anything of any typing potentially could be very good at any given time in the future. I just feel like most of the options it has to work with currently don't work that well, is the biggest thing really holding it back. The biggest thing that will make it actually worthwhile is we need good elf elementals or elf beasts. Once they start adding those, if they ever add those, that troop will start to become really good. However, both of those basically don't really exist, or if they do, they're horrible troops. So it can't really be used for much at the moment. But once that does happen, it'll probably be an amazing troop. But it could be like over a year before we even get troops that are similar to that. Other than that, just getting new good elves would also work. But most elves that they add aren't really that good. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, the most recent elf, not counting him, was Arachnean Weaver. And that wasn't originally not even going to be an elf. They don't really add that many elves to the game, and Arachnean Weaver was like, what, months upon months ago. Okay, we'll grab that down, get a Diviner onto purple, get that converted, roll with that, throw a red right over there. The last little bit of mana that we need. Not going to be enough to kill anything. I'm going to drop for a skull here. I guess we'll just take a skull. He's Hunter's Mark. Even though he has skull reduction, it still hits him pretty well. I can't do anything about his Submerge. Actually, yes, we can. We could let him have a skull. Actually gets rid of his Submerge so that we can go hit him. Exactly what we'll do. We'll hit him with Dawnbringer, get our berry back, kill him out. Get our Bush Ratio off of yellow so it dies. Throw a Weaver down. I was going to say, how did you get magic? Duh. I keep forgetting. You have a chance of giving a 1 in 3 chance to give magic. Actually, not too bad. Because all these troops actually benefit quite a bit from having higher magic. Not a single one of them doesn't use it, so that's pretty nice. Go grab a skull for now. Too bad magic doesn't help our skull damage. It's kind of the exact opposite. Okay, we'll go and just go for Weaver for now. Doesn't seem like we have too many other options. Could probably just swipe for mana, but we'll do it the fancy way with Diviner. And then just throw that down with Dawnbringer follow-up. That should not be enough damage. Throw Dawnbringer and then kill it with the other AoE. And that should be enough. There we go. Yeah, normally her streams are on Monday. Or at least Monday for most time zones. They actually stream on Tuesday morning, noonish time, in Australian time. But now it's going to be like Wednesday, which is now Tuesday night for most time zones. It's weird to like explain the day that it's on. Because if you're in the United States, it's on Monday normally. But if you're pretty much anywhere else, it's actually on like the middle of the night Tuesday. Okay. We take here. Or Dawnbringer. Grab a green there. Take a blue. Get that not even close to full. Never mind. He's being blocked by Dawnbringer. Stopping our mana. Also, that reminds me. After we do this battle, actually, I was going to go to 1.9k. But after we do 1.9k, we need to go to Delves. We, of course, have the new faction. Still trying to get deeper in that, trying to reach 400. I believe we'll hit there in 2 more days, assuming we don't lose a single battle. I am just rushing towards the end now, just because the delve is so short that I don't really want to waste much time, and we already have all the resources we need, and it will get us quicker back to Warrens. I guess it technically won't get us any quicker back to it, but it'll make sure we don't accidentally lose, I guess, is the main factor. But, need to go finish those out. We'll have those 3 for today. What's our rating sitting at? Our rating is sitting at, not enough. We need 1 more battle. Then we'll get 1.9k. Let's throw it against the ferrets real quick. And then we'll head to the underworld. Okay, so right off the bat, we'll go and grab ourselves a red there. Cascade that into some browns. So let's go get all that. It's fine. We'll take ourselves a blue into red and hope for the sky reds. Get all that together. Then we'll be able to just throw a Dawnbringer into all that to kill most things out. And good to go. Okay. So next order of business. We need a brown or a green surge. Neither are available. So let's take a bunch of mana. Free poke apparently. What else we need? I guess at this point we might as well... Oops, that's not what I meant to take, but I guess that works. Start working on Dawnbringer. Throw it on purple and that'll be full mana. And then he dies to that. Let's throw Weaver, explode everything. We're good to go. Is full faction feasible for new faction at level 500? Well, technically all of them are. It's just they're really hard to do. But no, it would not be easy. It would not be even remotely easy. We actually failed 153 times. Took the 4th time until we actually got it. But yeah, 500 would be very annoying, to say the least. Plus, you'd have to have like level 250 of the faction or something in the current state of the game. It will be making it easier in the future. However, I do not have any intention to do 500 on that delve. Actually, yeah, I don't have really any intention to do any 500 on any delve for the most part. Not until at minimum potions. Potions is not the main effect that they were going to do in order to fix the whole issue with high-level delves. However, it is a solution that they're putting in. And even though it's not the main one, it could technically be used on every new faction that gets added to the game, as well as Tuesday factions, technically, once next patch starts. However, it's... I don't know how big of an impact it's really going to make, but it could start allowing us to actually start getting them done. We'll have to see. It'll probably take a lot of packs, though. But anyways, I know. I didn't forget. No squirrel to me right now. We are going to go do the code right now. But no, I didn't forget. I'm just waiting for it to load. I don't know why, but everything is running so slow. Been doing this for pretty much since I started trying to set up the stream. It's been that way for the last few hours prior. Guess maybe should have restarted the computer beforehand. But I didn't have it on for that long. I had it on since like 5. It's been on for like 4 hours now. That's not too long. Any day now. Well, we'll have redeem code whenever the page will load. You're almost there. You got this. Okay, while we're waiting. It's kind of funny that the game doesn't lag at all yet. This thing takes forever to load. But while we're waiting, let's go and head to Underworld stuff. Oh, there we go. Loaded. I'm not even going to bother editing it now just because it's going to take more time. Just copy it. Throw it in the code section. Boom, boom, boom. Oops, I just got rid of one of the letters. That's not what you're supposed to do. I'm used to it doing a normal backspace, or I'm used to it having an extra space bar, but it didn't do it that time around. So we'll copy all that. If it will load, there we go. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. And there goes go. Use it on gemsofwar.com. Read the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says here is what you put in. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. Use it on gemsofwar.com. Read the game code section, or simply click that link. And give same reward as always: true treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. There goes go, enjoy. And to the underworld we go. Gotta go do 3 quick dark pits. As I mentioned, we're not going to do every single room. We're just going to go straight to the end, which is actually viable because, hey, we only have 3 rooms, which is pretty convenient since, yeah, it's a lot shorter than normal. Also, if you really have to, you also have an alternate path where you can go 2 to 4 and then to boss room. However, it's probably just more viable to take the straight path to the end. I'm still using this team. However, Salvani Mora does seem tempting, but I think it'll be fine with this. This is quicker if we do it this way, though. Salvani Mora is safer. Okay, what do we need? We'll grab purple. That destroyed. Throw this down, devour the first slot there. Take brown for now. Grab another devour onto first slot. Get a apothecary onto red. Get another explosion down if we could actually get it. Apothecary away the... what do we even need? I guess we go for purple. Go for blue. Gonna go for blue there then. You also go for yellow. But let's go for another devour there. Get that down. Throw a brown to Skull Archer. You might as well just Mountain Crusher. Get that rolling so we can just go get the mana from the Cascade. And then we get devour into that. And be pretty much good to go. Now we can just transform him. I'm just gonna let him go for the skull because we should be able to get to transform. And then we can just apothecary away the red. And then devour him. There we go. Okay, so go straight down the path. You got 100 mythic Glade Warrens. You could get 115k souls. Do you ever disenchant? No, I never disenchant. Technically, it's worth disenchanting everything once you have 4 copies of mythic of it. However, I still don't disenchant just for the ever so slight chance that they might add some kind of feature in the future that may end up utilizing it. It is excessively unlikely that they might, but alternatively, one other thing that they might do sometime in the future is buff disenchanting. They have never done that yet. However, the value you get for disenchanting currently is the exact same value you get for disenchanting since day 1 of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually buff it. Even if they don't add some kind of additional benefit for copies of troops, they might eventually buff the disenchant system. But, I don't know, as long as you have 4 copies of Mythic of it, there's really no point in holding on to them in the current state of the game. But you never know when things might change in the future. So I hold on to them just because. Also, we get to see our troop menu have, like, thousands of troops, which is fun. Okay, we'll throw that down. Apothecary away the yellow. Grab a Devourer onto that one. Another explosion. Oh yeah, we're sitting on like 60 or 70k gold keys right now or something like that. Definitely a lot of gold keys. Normally what would sink all my gold keys is whenever a new kingdom comes into the game. However, been like 9 months since we've gotten a kingdom, so yeah. Been a while. Definitely been a while. Okay, let's take the red over. Grab a, let's take yellow for now. Grab that, let everything explode. Take the other one. Try transforming him. Go and, yeah, we'll just transform him. Apparently that didn't work. Okay, we'll go throw a apothecary down. Go down to all the yellows there. And let's explode everything. Okay, well, we'll take that down. Grab the yellow there. Why do you still not have full mana? Or how do you not still have full mana? I'll go for that. Get her convert there. Apparently not. Just let it go for now. Grab that, take a Mountain Crusher. Take a... yeah, let's go for that. Grab our convert again. Please go down. There we go. And we can simply devour him. And there we go. Do you have 4 of every base mythic? No. That's a use for diamonds. I guess technically we could do that with our diamonds. However, that's a gigantic waste of diamonds in case they ever do add some kind of feature with it. I do want to hold my diamonds, just because similar to gems, while I did waste a lot of gems back when we were getting a ridiculous amount of gems, when the game was just giving like infinite gems, basically, I did end up saving, I think at the time, I think the highest we had was like 30,000 gems or so. Of course, that has dwindled down and then back up over time. But yeah, I did make sure to like accumulate an excess of it while they were still abundant. And that's basically what I'm doing with diamonds these days. While they are still super easy to obtain, and they'll probably always be similarly easy to obtain. But, you know, they might add something new to it that might end up needing it. Which is why I'm basically hoarding them, because you never know. One of those, like, somewhat premium currency, but not exactly premium currency. Obviously, gems was, like, the really obvious one, because that's, like, the main one. But I feel like they might do something with diamonds in the future. You never know. And if they do, we will be prepared. Because we have enough to craft, like, 10 mythics at the moment. Something like that. 9 or 10. Okay, we don't have to transform, so we'll just wait on it. Fortunately, he has nearly 0 mana, so that might be a while if we're gonna wait. Let's throw a poke for him now. Throttle that with a mountain crusher just so we can go like into apothecary or something. Can we do that? Yes, we can. We can do that right on the yellow there. We'll do that. Grab a... Okay, we'll poke him that way. Take that down. Get our mana that way, and then we can just mountain crusher everything. And, wait, was there a skull available? I could have just killed him that way. But luckily, don't need to deal with it. There we go. Okay, now we just go down this middle path. Okay, what on earth do we grab? We'll take blue for now, so we'll take that. Grab a... yeah, we'll take brown. And then we just go straight into Mountain Crusher there. That will then allow us to basically destroy everything again. And we can apothecary into yellow there. Okay, I'll do that for purple first. Oh wait, why did I do that before devouring? Take that. Ooh, that's really bad, especially if we don't get him devoured. Ooh. Luckily we have another attempt. Third time's a charm. Go. There we go. That was almost bad. Could probably killed out our hero if that would have went through. Get over our yellow there. Go for another devour on the next one that's going to threaten us. Luckily that's stunned, so we can't skull reflect us. Otherwise, hitting it with enough times would actually kill us because of the 25% skull reflect with how high his stats are. So luckily, while he's stunned, that won't matter. And do we have alignment here? If not, we'll throw a mountain crusher. If so, we don't. So do that. Get a apothecary down, and pretty much be good to go. Down to red. All the mana we need, and he is dead. Hello, Vorbuild. Welcome. Oh, thank you for that. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in chat. I'll make sure to go over them. Right now, just finishing out some more of the delves from the most recent faction of Dark Pits. And we should have +1 extra armor in 2 days. 3 days. 2 days. 3 days. 2 days. On Wednesday, we should have it. Okay, we'll throw that down. Get a mountain crusher. Let's see. We'll throw it down to yellow there. Grab a devour onto his first slot. Hopefully that'll be enough. Good. We get it on the very first cast. Can we do anything else with this? No. Yes. Move that over. That will give us a devour back. Throw it on that. Apothecary away the green color we need, but we need brown way more than we need the green. Even though we need both. Check anything on the board. Mountain crusher and hopefully cascade into extra turn. Not quite, but apothecary into... Actually, not enough to kill yet. We need to get a convert. We'll take this. Hopefully that's enough. I feel so tempted to take that skull because I have a feeling he will not convert here. But he does, so we can just kill it now. And he's dead. Easy enough. He's already reaching 1,000 all stats as well, or at least HP and armor. Yeah, there we go. Grab that. And I believe we have one more if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do. 340. But yeah, that'll be exactly enough because we need 400 to get it done. And tomorrow we'll be able to do 350, 360, 370. And then Wednesday, assuming we haven't lost a single one, will be 380, 390, 400. And after we complete our 400, that will be one additional armor, which will bring us back to max stats. We actually haven't been max stats for the last, month or so, because it was technically possible to have that one armor a month ago with the previous faction. However, it required a lot of 2,500 kingdoms, and barely anyone had it. But now we'll have it now. So after we get that armor in 2 days, we'll be finally caught back up to max stats. As everything prior in the last month, we have actually not been max stats. So 1 armor doesn't really make that big a difference. But you never know. That could be the difference between dying and not dying sometimes. Also 2 extra damage for Rowan whenever you're running a Rowan team, which is pretty much the only relevant part about armor. Pretty much the whole value of armor, other than the fact that it could randomly keep you alive a little bit longer, or protect you against burn a little bit longer, is basically just making Rowan's damage go higher. That is essentially 90% of the value of having 1 additional armor, is the fact that your Rowan is ever so slightly more powerful into the future, which is kind of funny. Just because out of every stat, armor is the most useless. Except on Rowan, where it's pretty much the most important stat she has. And she's actually in the event key drop table this week, too. You can normally just get her from completing out Fars of Thorn's Kingdom. However, you could easily get her max this week, since she's in event keys, if you did want to do so. Without using orbs. Okay, I'll take blue over. Grab that. Actually, that one should be a video we should do this week, just for fun, because it's a troop that I haven't really covered for a while. I did like way in the past when Rowan was like meta for everything. She's still good. She's not meta for much though. She is still a really good troop. But Rowan teams, I should cover that this week, because there's actually a lot of really viable Rowan teams. They're not the quickest things in the entire game, but it's pretty good for Explorer and it's pretty good for PvP. Those are the main 2 areas. You normally don't bring it into delves because it's too high risk, same as Guild Wars. Pretty much every other game mode as well. I guess technically you could use it for pets too. But mainly Guild Wars and, mainly PvP and Explore are probably the 2 main locations for it. More so PvP than anything. Okay, we'll take Brown for now, grab that, Mountain Crusher, everything. We can then grab an Apothecary onto red, it looks like, so we can go get all of that converted. And there we go. Okay, we'll go throw a Devour onto there. Throw an Apothecary onto blue. And Devour out that. Okay, we'll take that, throw that over, grab a purple net. Take a Devour onto his last slots. And pretty much good to go. Apothecary away the reds. And then we just convert him into a Devour. And that will be all the delves for today. There we go. Easy enough. Oh, that would be bad if he actually devoured us there. Luckily he didn't. We almost made him stronger. Because the other one would have had no chance of killing us at all, whereas that thing could have, if we got really lucky. There we go. Okay, delves are done. Now we just need 2 more days of those, and basically the faction's done. Well, at least up to the armor. I guess technically we still have another almost week of it. Let's see, what would be the actual day we would get it done then? Let's see, Thursday, Friday, it would be Sunday. Sunday we would have this delve done. And then by Monday next week we could be going back to farming Warrens, assuming we don't lose that many. I don't think we will though, most likely. How many shards are we currently sitting at? I think it's almost like 4,000 right now, right? 4,000? Yeah, 4,000. It was right the first time. There we go. Let's see. I think it's funny when you get a legendary for or a mythic group draw that they always pop up a $15 upgrade offer. You would, if it's still fully traded, troop and only does 2 traits. I know, it does almost nothing, which is really weird. I actually still have the upgrade offer too from the most recent legendary, of course. I don't think they're ever worth it in any single instance. I've not seen a single one of these where they do like a troop upgrade offer. They are super overpriced every single time. They're basically like 1 or 2 trait stones or 3 trait stones each time, which isn't really worth it at all for the price tag attached to it. Those daily, or not, I keep calling them daily deals. Those flash offers that they make are pretty decent though. Almost every single one has been decent value for the most part. And the most recent one was pretty good too when they offered the blue orb and everything. But as far as these are just pointless. I hope they rebalance it in the future. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'll probably be heading off soon. So if you still have anything else you want me to go over, just let me know. Also, let me go double check. What was my yellow team? Did I actually finally switch it into Quillen? Also, don't forget to set your Guild Wars defense if you haven't already. Wait, why did I go with Sky Hero instead of because I think I wanted mana. But wouldn't it have made more sense to go Rope Dart? Doesn't Rope Dart use yellow? Yeah, why not just use Rope Dart? I guess because it destroys green and we didn't really need that aspect of it. I will go Rope Dart. I guess it could also be because we don't get value for the armor we tear. But let's go test this real quick in PvP. I'm not sure if I'll use this for Yellow Guild War or not. Let's give it a shot. What hero class are we using? Probably Titan, right? No, we're actually currently using Sentinel tank. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense what our weapon choice was then. Because weapon doesn't matter as much if we're using Sentinel. It still matters, but slightly less so. Okay, what can we even take here? We'll grab a skull for now. Let's get a hit there. We'll go and take a... what do we want? We'll grab a blue there. We'll grab a Rope Dart into a... Which one's the biggest threat? None of them are. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Dawnbringer's probably the biggest threat. Move that up to the front. We can actually one-shot it now due to the damage I just did. However, we do not have a skull anywhere, so we can go do that damage too, so we'll be able to do that. Let's take a red for now. Team's taking a little bit to get rolling. Once it gets rolling, it should be fine. I need a yellow or a red right now. Neither are available. We can try for the sky, though. Get it. We'll just manually take a red here, get us to full mana, and Quillin, have alignment, go. Let's see, it's red to purple, purple to red and brown to skull, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, that doesn't do anything for us, does it? Divine Ishpala, you need full mana. Unfortunately, that also doesn't have any option. Try for Sky Yellow, didn't get it. That's still not aligned. We don't even get a good cascade out of it. So I guess we'll just take a yellow search for... Oh no, yellow, you're blocking! I should have just went for the purple. Whoops. Okay, luckily we have Skull Spam there, so we can just go for that instead. Unfortunately, that does not have full mana yet. If that did, we could actually get looping already. However, it does not, so we cannot. What do we take? What do we take? We got rid of all of our browns for barrier. Isn't too big a deal, but that also means we can't skull spam with the other thing. I can't drop the skull either, so I guess we'll take a skull for now. Rather than trying to do anything fancy with it. Let's get a bunch of red from that. That's so much red we can almost just feed right into Infernus. Let's see. Wait, speaking of Infernus, hold up. Why are we using Sentinel? Oh, never mind. We're using Dragon Guard. Why did I think that was Sentinel? I was gonna say, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, no wonder why it feels like we're not using this team. Okay, I understand this team now. Okay, that's why we didn't have Rope Dart. Rope Dart actually is irrelevant on this team. Aha! It all makes sense now. Okay, I know why I didn't have Rope Dart here. Yeah, Flame, the weapon we previously just had was actually better. There's a specific reason why. And that is, we already one-shot everything pretty much. So we don't actually need Rope Dart. So let's go try this again. So all we do here is take extra turn, burn every skull, and pretty much just go from there. Let's see. What do we even need here? We'll go grab ourselves a... Oh, if it looks bad. None of it is good. We'll just take a red for now. Get a bunch of cascaded mana, apparently. We can now just take a yellow and hopefully land that into an extra turn. Pretty sure you're off a yellow, right? Yes, for every yellow destroyed. Oh, there goes all of our yellow. Fail. Come back, yellow, come back. Okay, at least, no. Okay, I was gonna say, at least we didn't die, and then he almost got it. Okay, we have to not die right now. Go. What can we do to do that? I guess we hit on the yellow, try for a bunch of reds. Hopefully we get lucky off it. Not quite. Ooh, not quite. There goes our hero for all the damage. It looks like we lose, and if this was Guild Wars, that'd be horrible. Yeah, looks like we lost. Actually, we'll try playing it out. We'll be able to actually get it. Nope, never mind, I lied. That's skull spam. He's doing what we're supposed to be doing to him, to us. Tried it again. Not against fire bombs. We'll take a real team. Use Moon Rabbit on this team instead of Infernus. There's a reason why we're using Infernus. Triple damage, mainly. That's the whole concept we're trying to go for with this team. Yeah, if we wanted to go infinite loop, it would be better with the Moon Rabbit. Gets a quicker start. I was hoping we could rush them down quick enough that this would work. What we used last time ended up working out decently. But it can fail, which has happened. But let's go and convert that now, and that should be able to get us rolling some. Oh no, we're stunned! He stunned us! Ew. The whole concept of the team destroyed. Okay, we'll just go for that for now. Get all the reds that we need, which is enough for Infernus. which would normally help us if we were cleansed. Okay, there we go. Now we're cleansed. Now we just one-shot everything with skulls. Do you have alignment? No. So we'll take that for now. Do you have alignment now? Yes. So we'll throw that down. Take a free skull, one shot. Take a skull, one shot. Every skull we take one shot. There's not a single one that won't do that. And dead. There we go. That's basically the premise, is we one-shot everything with skulls because of triple damage to burning. That's why Infernus is there. But yeah, I am aware of the Diviner's Ball, Aquila, and Moonrabbit. And then you normally run Rope Dart here instead of that. I guess technically that works too. But I am aware of that. And that does... Well, that doesn't work for... you can't use that for Yellow Guild War if you use Moonrabbit. It would only be 3 color instead of 4. But I think what we're using now is a fine variant of it. It gets the job done normally. Like probably 90% win rate. Even though we did fail that one battle. But almost everything loses occasionally. Let's see. Oh, thank you, the Corel. Much appreciated. Let's see. After the second brown Tower of Doom, did you max the upgrade on Doomed Club? Good question. I believe the answer is yes. But I actually don't know if I bothered upgrading it or not. Yes, we did max out Doomed Club. And we have 9 excess scrolls. But yes, this is currently the only Doomed weapon we have bothered to max. Doomed Club so far. And it's probably the only one we're going to get around to as well. Yeah, I don't think we're really going to bother with too many of the other Doom weapons. Let me see. What's the full list of them? You do it by rarity. Let's do it by rarity. Let's get rid of Doom just to make sure it just pops right there. But, yeah, we'll probably be able to get all the first round weapons done. Why did I not upgrade this one much? Well, I guess because it's a useless weapon. Hopefully we'll get the better purple weapon later. I did throw some scrolls on it, but we saved quite a few of them. Hopefully the 3 I did throw don't really get in the way of the other one. I don't think it will. But, yeah, we'll easily be able to max blue. Blue we went, like, super crazy with because it was the first ever event of it. Red, yeah, I think the rest of them will be able to go up. As long as we do the exact same amount. Because we should have excess of, like, 5 here. Oh, no, 11, even better. Oh, we could actually do a whole nother upgrade. Wait, why didn't I? Reduce a random skill on the first enemy by 2. Well, I guess we'll still hold them and not upgrade them yet, because we don't know if the other one will be better. But more likely than not, all of the Doom weapons will probably be better. So, like, this one, this one, this one, and these 2 not being so good. Because all it does is an HP buff that isn't really that useful for the most part. I didn't even bother upgrading Doomstones, and this one I didn't upgrade, or I stopped really early, because I was like, wow, this weapon is just awful. But yeah, it's mainly just the Doomed weapons that do full AoE with a bunch of Doom Skull spam, and to be the actual good ones. The other ones that just do the HP thing is pretty useless. Does Bless ever expire on its own? No, Bless will never expire by time. The only way that you can ever get rid of Bless is if you get cursed, if the troop that is blessed takes a skull, or if the troop that is blessed casts an ability. Those are the only 3 things that will... Oh, and a spell. Those are the only 4 things that will ever get rid of Blessed. Nothing else will get rid of Blessed, and it does not cleanse over time. It'll last for infinite amount of turns, assuming none of those conditions ever happen. But yeah, it never expires. There are several perks that are like that. Blessed, Enchant, Barrier... Oh, Barrier is slightly different. But all 3 of those will never expire until they are removed by either Dispel or Curse or whatever the condition is. Like, Barrier you still keep when you cast. Actually, could you imagine if they did that to nerf balance, or to balance Barrier? Every single stats effect except for Barrier, or every, like, extra little, like, positive bonus that you can have on your troop, normally expires after you cast your ability. Like Submerge, Blessed, all those kind of things. However, the one that doesn't is Barrier. Barrier you still keep after you cast your ability or take a skull. Can you imagine if they made it to finally nerf, like, Titan and stuff? Made Barrier, or made it so Barrier always gets removed whenever you take a skull or cast an ability. That would be very, very annoying. Yes, Poison can get rid of Barrier, however, it cannot get rid of all the other stats effects. It doesn't get rid of Submerge, it doesn't get rid of all the other things. But yes, damage is what gets rid of Barrier. But it has to be either a cast, it either has to be a cast, or it has to be, if it's burn, it has to specifically be on HP. But anytime, like a poison or burn onto HP, yes, it will break the barrier. Those are stats effects that will also break that stats effect, a barrier. Let's see. So we get every color Doom in 24-week rotation, pretty much. Assuming they go back to the actual colors, because we still have 2 that they haven't covered yet. which will be coming hopefully in 2 weeks. We still have yellow and green, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the yellow, green, and I still need to craft a Zugoff soon. Very soon. We are so close. It's just we haven't been getting any major blues lately. Once we start getting some major blues, that will be covered. However, they have been dry lately, and we haven't really been getting any. But anyways, guys, does anyone else have any other questions or anything you want me to go over? Otherwise, I'll probably be heading out for now. Feel free to leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mainly going to be going and doing factions and the Guild Wars for the day. And Guild Wars tomorrow is the color of, at least on PC Mobile, I believe it's different on console, the color of brown. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I did not set my defend teams yet. Well, they're somewhat set. Didn't reorder them to be the right ones. Let me go do that real quick. If anyone else has any other questions, let me know. I might revamp these two before their days end up coming. Not sure which ones I actually want to rework or not, though. Oh, wow, most of these are already in the exact location. Barely even need to move these. Changes to purple. Only 3 of them were incorrect. The rest of them were actually all correct. Defend purple and changes to defend yellow. And there we go. Okay, so that was all of them. Let me just double check that it still gives a full amount of points. Easiest way to do that is go out of the screen, go back into the screen. See if it says 12,000. The easiest way to double check that I actually set them correctly, and it is. So yeah, they're set correctly. Yeah, that's what we're currently running for all the days. I'm not sure if I'll be revamping any of these. Some of these I might. We still don't have Divine Ishbala Quillen combo set up for anything, but that's mainly because I'm using Divine Ishbala for... Actually, never mind. You don't need Divine Ishbala for that. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, maybe we'll make our yellow team into Quillen Divine Ishbala. Everything about this team could actually be shifted into it. Yeah, we might give that a shot. But we have plenty of time to go switch it. You don't have to do it till the day of the event. We still have plenty of time. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading out for now. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye, everyone. If it'll ever close, never mind. Hello, everyone. We're still not done yet because it's wanting to lag. It doesn't even want to close the program correctly. Why is that lagging so much more than normal? There we go. Goodbye, everyone. What's a Yasmin team? Yasmin doesn't really have a team for the most part. You normally use it as a support troop for entangle purposes. If you were to run it for something, you normally run it into Webspin or Yasmin for Green Guild War Day, and just use 2 other supporting troops. If you're running it just in a normal team, you normally synergize it with Green Seer or Farce Troll with Titan on your team, using a hero weapon of some kind. And those tend to be the things you use it with. Something like a Dawnbringer, normally like a Farce Troll, Yasmin Dawnbringer, and like 1 other troop or something like that. Depends what you want to run. But yeah, Yasmin's not particularly good. The only reason you actually get it is because of the Kingdom upgrade for Farce of Thorns. 24-week rotation for Dooms. We don't know exactly if it will keep rotating or if it's going to keep adding more weapons or not. If there is a rotation for it, it's like a yearly rotation, which is kind of weird. But we still don't know yet if they're going to be adding a 3rd wave of each color Doom weapon. We won't know that for a little while. I don't believe that's been confirmed yet. We do know that every single one's going to get 2. But I don't believe we have any confirmation that they're going to get 3. So we don't know if they're going to repeat or not. We won't know that info until sometime into the future. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by, and goodbye, everyone.